Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today's video we're going to be going over the newly leaked image from Crash wumpaleague. We're going to be going over all the new characters that seem to be introduced in this game. Whether this will be official or not, I am not aware right now. But we're going to go over each character and what their appearance looks like and what I think they'll be all about. So if this is your first time on the channel, I release Crash Bandicoot content every weekend. Generally it's on Saturday, sometimes it's on Sunday. So we get Crash Bandicoot content every weekend. I talk about lore, theories, Crash news, and sometimes just my opinions on things. So if that sounds like something you might be interested in, consider subscribing. With all that said, let's just jump right into it. So right off the bat, down at the bottom, we have the evolved Wumpas, which I've been calling wumpals. And then we'll just move up. Coco, Crash, and Dr. Cortex. If you're a fan of Crash Bandicoot, you already know who these characters are. There's no point in me describing them. And then it appears we have Ripperoo in this game again. He only had a cameo appearance in the last installment, Crash Bandicoot 4, but it looks like he's going to be in this game too. And now we're going to be moving on to new characters. We have a nerdy squid-like character with a laptop. Or possibly an octopus. Yeah, it looks more like an octopus than a squid. So this was earlier, when this image was cropped and there was a fake image circulating the internet, they turned this nerdy octopus character into a pirate. It's a stereotypical nerd. It has buck teeth, glasses, and looks to be wearing a turtleneck sweater. And then we'll continue moving on to the right. And we see a red panda-like character. It could potentially be a fox, but I don't see a big foxtail behind this character, so I think it's a red panda. It has the same bluish mohawk, kind of like alternate Tawna does. Looks like it is a female, and she has what looks to appear to be a hook-like weapon that she's hooking around the octopus character's head. Like, you can see the bar right there in her hand, and it looks to be like, the pole goes here, and then a hook comes around, and she's grabbing onto the octopus character's head. That's what it looks like to me anyway. I could be wrong. So then we're going to move on to the next character. He appears to be a gerbil. He may be the hamster character that was brought up in one of the leaks back in the day, I believe a couple weeks ago. He has some weird helmet on that's shooting electricity everywhere, and it appears he has a lightning bolt symbol on his jacket. So I think this is some sort of hamster with electricity powers. The next three characters are returning Crash Bandicoot characters. There is alternate Tawna there, followed by a very tiny Engine. I don't know why he's so small, but that's clearly Engine. And then we have his Crash Bandicoot 4 appearance of Dingodile. So now we're going to go back over to the left-hand side and look at the next character. He looks to be a vulture holding a skateboard. So I know in one of the leaks they were saying that Tony Hawk is going to be coming into this game as a playable character. However, I think whoever was talking about the leaks was just confused and saw this vulture-like character and assumed it was a hawk. Either that or I'm wrong and there's going to be two flying characters with skateboards. So I guess we could just call this guy Tony Vulture for the time being. So then we move over and we have another returning Crash character, Papu Papu, and he appears to have some sort of plant-like creature on his staff there. I really like this design for Papu. He looks pretty cool. This is probably my favorite Papu design that we've ever had. And I have not much to say about that I'm pretty sure that's a plant. It looks like a plant, but then again, those could be feathers because they look very similar to Papu's headdress. I thought that they were petals. It might be a plant, it might not be. I guess we'll find out when the game comes out. If this character stays in the roster, we will know what he is for certain. Now this next guy is hard to make out. I'm going to do my best for you guys. He appears to be a sloth, and he has a pointy hat and what looks to be like an air whistle on his shoulder. That could be behind him, I'm not entirely sure, but that definitely looks like a sloth to me with its claws and just his face. So potentially a wizard sloth. I don't know what's going on with that pointy hat there. And then we'll continue on to the right again, and we appear to have a chicken surfer. I can't make out what is on her shirt. It looks like a circle with a line through it like no, but I don't know what the no is. It looks like a microphone, but I'm not entirely sure. But we got a female chicken surfer, which brings us to the furthest right character, a beaver, a female beaver. This beaver to me looks like a tourist, potentially, like they've got a camera. It looks like a camera hung over. Maybe that's just their purse, a scarf, and some sort of brown and pink hat, and they have collected one of the wumpa. So I guess we can call this soccer mom beaver. And now we're getting close to the top of the image, so we're almost out of characters. This next one here, I did two characters at once because that big turtle seems to be very large, and I didn't want to crop off his body, but that bird's in the way. So we're going to do two for this one. So I'm not really sure what to make of this turtle. It looks like he's got some sort of goggles on and a cap of some sort. And then we have a bird pirate. I want to believe that it's a parrot pirate, but its beak doesn't look very parrot-like to me. It kind of looks like a raven maybe, but I think it should be a parrot because parrots are more in line with pirate-like characters. But we'll see. We have a bird pirate character. So then we're going to move over to the right again, and we have the cow character. It's just a female cow that's singing. But what's interesting is she appears to have a halo, so I've kind of dubbed this cow just the Holy Cow. So that's what I'm calling her, the Holy Cow. And that brings us to the last fully seen character. I honestly am not 100% certain on what this character is. I think it is a hyena, potentially. And she appears to have a gun in her hand held over her back. She has the purple mohawk and purple nail polish. So I think this is a gangster thug hyena. And now I'll just cover the last four in a row since there's not much to talk about of them. So we have a red suit. I can't even see any skin or scales or fur or anything, so I can't even really tell what this animal is. He's just wearing a red tracksuit. Then the next one we have, again, you can't see any of the animal characteristics of it. It just looks like someone wearing a green hoodie and a pair of jeans, possibly. There's little things hanging out around the jacket and the pants. I think it's probably a button-up shirt that's hanging out there. This one, I have no idea. It looks to be gray, so it might be like an elephant or a hippo or a rhinoceros. But then it also has this rope here and what appears to be a buoy, I believe. I could be wrong. I think that's a buoy and some rope. So it may be like an elephant lifeguard. I'm not sure. And then literally this is the only thing we see on the last character. It looks like gray fur, maybe, and they're wearing sandals and a yellow shirt. It might be like a monk character, potentially a koala. Again, all I see is a foot and the chest, so it's very hard to say what this character is. So now we'll go over it again real quick. We've got Crash, Coco, Cortex, the Nerdy Octopus character, the Punk Red Panda, Electro Hamster, Alternate Tawna, Engine Dingodile, Tony Vulture, Papu Papu and his strange plant creature. We've got Wizard Sloth, Surfer Chicken, Soccer Mom Beaver, Derp Turtle, Parrot Pirate, Holy Cow, and Thug Hyena. And then, like I said, we've got Mr. Tracksuit, Mr. Hoodie, potentially a lifeguard, and potentially a monk character. So that's pretty much everything that I can see. If you guys notice something that I didn't, or properly know what a character is trying to represent, let me know. Like I said, I don't really know what's going on with this wizard sloth guy, with this whole whistle on his shoulder is. The only other ones that I'm not 100% are these ones that are like cropped out up at the top. If you guys can figure out or have seen them in other sketches, let me know. And with all that said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video and get pumped for wumpaleague. It looks like we might finally be getting some news, because we were having the what is it, State of Play? I don't know. There's some sort of festival going on now talking about video games, so hopefully we'll get some information. Okay, everyone, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you've made it this far into the video, I guess you can say Tony Vulture. That'll be the secret word. Anyway, with that said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and you have a good night. Take care.